is not by any means something easy or can be taken for granted at all. This is the finals.
Yep.
Totally
anybody
ballgame.
can win.
Anybody can win.
Yep.
Anybody can win. Anything is possible. Now, the format has been rack your own, so the 8 does not count on the break. It is alternating breaks. And because of the Fargo rating system, and we've talked about it a little bit already, this team in red, which is the Villalba, and the Beatty team will race to 3. So their race is to get to 3. Arcangeli will have to get to 4 to win this first set.
Yep. And would you pull up the bracket on your computer real quick? I want to see what first place payout is.
I think it's 800.
Right, that's
825.
Something like that. It's 800-ish.
Really, yeah. Some good money for a day's work. Yeah, not too bad.
825 for first place.
Yeah. Solid fell into the side. Just looking at the table here. Stripes. Solid. I mean, solids are really opened up here. I think if I was, if it was my turn up at the table, I'd really be looking at that 7-4 combo to lock in the solid suit for my team and get rolling. I think the first strike here is so critical. First one that gets the match is really critical on this one.
Oh, good. Rebecca and Alana were just discussing the fact that the sun is shining in on that door down there. So they're having a ref go close the door.
Go close that door up. It
is really blinding.
Yeah,
actually.
The sun is setting here.
That yellow orb in the sky.
Yeah, setting here in North Texas, and beautiful sun, beautiful day today here in Texas, but blinding the sight line here on the table. She went ahead and went for stripes. So you've got that 15 on the side. That's the 3 is clogging that up, and then this 10-9 right here that is an offset combination. It does not go, and is also tying up the 8 ball. So a couple of issues with stripes.
So there's the gray one. This has got cowboys on the back. This one has the blue side club.
That takes care of that problem. I wonder if there's more of that 9 ball available than we think.
Maybe the 10 can go by. Yeah, no.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
That opened that up a lot. 10-5-12 combo into the side.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
it's necessary. It's close enough to the pocket that it doesn't have to be perfect. It can go in, and it's definitely worthwhile, because leaving it on the table, it becomes a huge problem later on.
Yep.
This is the way to take care of the problem, or at least push it over.
You missed the 5
or
ball.
do that,
Yeah.
or that,
Well, it certainly makes the 12 ball more makeable just on its own.
Right,
So.
exactly.
Yeah.
So here comes Team Arcangeli, and right now they have to think dominate the table. They cannot let the other team back up to the table.
Got to get that killer instinct.
Right. Worse, one of the, and it happens, but it is a mojo killer to be in the hot seat and have to win it, have to come back and win yourself back out of losing the first round. It gives your opponent a huge momentum that is very hard to break. Very, very hard. I've seen it many, many times. Even from top pro players, if they lose that first set when they're in the hot seat and it puts them back to that double dip, it takes a huge dive.
Yeah.
A huge dive in the confidence level.
You know, a lot of times people talk about double elimination favors the team coming through the B side because they've been playing all day and they're in stroke
and
the
they're
yada
very
yada.
much in stroke.
That actually is not the case here because
right.
Alana and Vince just lost the point match to these guys, so
right.
they're actually both fairly fresh teams.
Right. Right.
Coming into today.
Right. They had a short break. Team Arcangeli had a short break, but just enough to refresh themselves, not enough to get cold.
No.
If anything, the Beatty team is probably thinking, okay, we got to correct these mistakes that we made earlier quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yep.
And they do.
They overthought a lot in the point match, and I would just encourage them to play a little freer.
Yeah. That was, a tough combo.
Yeah.
I think I would have just chipped off the 4,
Yeah.
made the way for the 7.
Yep.
But I get it, trying to move the balls over to the pocket. This is just not the kind of match where you want to leave too much on the table. And shots like that, it's leaving too much on the table.
Yeah. Well, and the more Alana and Vince get up to the table, the more comfortable they're going to get.
Sure,
and
absolutely.
the more sense of, we can do this.
Yeah, we totally got this.
Yeah.
We can do this.
So.
Yeah. She came up a little bit on her backstroke right there. We've seen that a couple of times today. I think sometimes players think that they're going to run into a ball or run into the cue ball or whatever that is. I'm not sure. But yeah, just keep your cue down. Go through it. Go through it. Stay down. And here we have this little combination again, and here you're going to resist that urge to do it again. I know it looks like it's just right there. If you feel 100% comfortable with it, go for it. If not, there's nothing wrong with chipping the 4 and coming back. But I think he's going to go for it again. See,
get a bridge.
Stretching. Yeah,
get a bridge.
Stretching, and that kid.
Yeah, when you have to contort your body like that, it's time to think of something different.
Yes, exactly. It's forcing a shot.
Yeah.
It really is. You're forcing the shot, and it's not worth it. There we go. Just as
Smart
easy
man.
and a better solution.
Better result. Yep.
Yeah, better result. Now she's got to come back a little bit to get straight on this 1 ball. The window to cut between the 10 and the 12 is just not there. So if she tries to go to the 1, she cannot come back up to the 7. So she just needs to come back and clear that 12 ball right there. See, she didn't want to do that. And, when you kind of get up and you have that little thing like, this is not going to work, it doesn't work. Remember, the self-talk is super important. You tell yourself, your body's going to follow whatever you tell yourself.
He's kind of got that little sense of inevitability, the little shake of his head you were just talking about.
Right.
I'm not sure about this, but I'll do it anyway.
Right, exactly. See.
And you get that result.
Right, exactly. And yes, it's sometimes you have that urge. It's hard to resist it, but you can't go down in your shot like that. You have to commit to the shot. Once you're there, and you're going to do it or you're not, commit to it fully. In that indecision is the error.
Yeah.
You're not in indecision and you still end up getting a roll. It doesn't happen. When you're in indecision, you come up with an error.
See you later, Poppy Spud. Thanks for hanging out with us for a while.
Yeah, David, have a good time. Please be careful, please. Yeah.
Well, they still have, well, let me think here. The one.
Right here
Yeah.
is just a low draw on the one.
Yep.
Just has to pop it. Don't have to hit it too hard.
Nope.
It will come off the rail naturally.
Yep.
The 7 and the 8 are sitting right there ready to go home.
Everybody's got a little bit of a tightness going on right now.
Yeah, they got those little jitters. And you know, this is a big match, a final match. And I don't think either one is happy with where they're at. And again, it's just, you know, getting yourself committed to what it is. You can't change the table, so make the most of it. Do the best that you can with it. Nice little roll up on the 10. Good spot. And right here, just maybe a little bit of draw to bring it back. But definitely the 14 gets you to the 8. So I would be shooting this 13. She's looking at shooting that 14. But again, we're talking about that tennis match playing. She really needs to go to the top. There we go. Just a little bit of draw to get him closer. Get him comfortable. Get him in a comfortable spot. This right here is natural shape. Cue ball will come over to the side rail and bounce right back and give her the 8 in the corner.
Yep.
And this right here, just shoot the shot. Nice speed. Brings it over.
Beautiful speed.
There she is.
That was really nicely done.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
that was a good out for them.
Final match, and this is a great out, and first strike is deadly. First strike is deadly.
Yep. The good news here for Rebecca and David is it's their break. So they can, if they hold serve, as it were, then it's, you know, it's just tied at 1.
Yeah, and that's super critical, especially in alternating break. You have to hold the table when you have that opportunity to control it. It just deflates momentum and it keeps you in the game. If you can just hold a table, ultimately, they're looking to hold their breaks and steal a break.
Yes.
Hold their 3. They're going to get to break and steal 1.
Yep.
And they've got the 4 games.
Yep. Yeah, that's, you know, Adrienne first started making fun of me. You're not making fun of me, but, you know, she was like, what do you mean hold serve? You know, this is an odd saying, right? And I'm like, you know, when you're in an alternating break format, the only way you can get separation is if you steal that break.
Right. And,
you know, it's just got to either hold serve or break serve, you know. Right. And just holding serve is not going to get them anywhere. If they just hold serve, they're going to lose the match.
Right. And
you know, they have to steal it. You're exactly right. They have to steal. Yep.
So here's a scratch in the side right here, and a table, you know, looks pretty good. There's a small little congestion down towards the spot on the table, but it's not critical. It's not really bad, and this is a great opportunity for them to take a commanding lead and presence in this final matchup here.
Yep.
First set of the final match.
He was looking at starting with the 3.
You know, the 5 ball, if he hits it, clips it off at an angle, he would separate that whole cluster right there, and that would be the shot. Again, I'm you know, it's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
You have to be able to say, I'm going to break this cluster because we're going to run out.
Yeah.
And you have to decide that from the beginning.
Yeah.
What he's deciding is, I'm not sure, so I'm going to...
Yeah.
But that still needs to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
Ball in hand is the best way to do that.
Yeah.
You have to commit yourself to it. You have to say, we can do this, I can do this. This is a run. Once I make some separation in here, I'm not talking about busting it wall to wall, just giving some separation. That's all it needed. And this is a runnable rack. But you have to think that way. You have to decide that from the very beginning.
There's a guy that plays up in our area. His name is Jim Conway. He's a regional master. I think he actually might be a regional grandmaster now. But if you watch him play, he will address his problem issues within the first 3 shots.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
Yeah.
It's usually within the first shot, he's looking at the table, and he would have looked at that, and he would be like, all right, I need to break that up.
Right.
If I'm going to get out, I need to break. And he probably would have taken the 5.
Right, absolutely.
I would almost guarantee it.
Yeah. One of my early teachers and mentors, he'll be here in the team championships later from San Antonio, Jack Rogers. He was the one that told me, he told me, I don't care if every ball is lined up in every pocket. If you have a problem, that's the only thing you're worried about. You don't worry about all those balls. Address the problem first, or the problem will address you.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. And that was a situation to look at this table and say, this is a runnable table. If I use this ball in hand to make that separation. So here comes Rebecca, and you know, Rebecca's a strong shot. And let's see what she's going to put together right here. I'm seeing that 11 ball up on the top of the table needs to be pocketed quickly. There we go.
That'll work.
And again, using that flow to just come down the table in one direction. There we go.
I was hoping he would do that.
Just separation.
Yeah,
see how
that's
that
all.
was?
Yes.
It wasn't something crazy. It was just some separation.
And I think that's the other thing that people do, especially less experienced people, is they think, I gotta break these up.
Yeah, no.
You know, and they hit it way too hard.
Right, right. And then you just create another problem. This is just you were talking about a soft separation, and now those balls will go. She's going to clip this 9. It may push the 8 to the rail a little bit and bounce back out, but then the balls are completely open, and they must close this out.
Yes, yes.
There you go. 8 goes to the rail, comes back out. He's got this shot on the side. A little combo, but it's lined up.
Yeah, it's lined up.
It's not even a big deal. Got
not a problem there.
Right there.
Yeah. And that 8 is totally makeable.
Yeah.
From a lot of places on the table. So. Right. Want to remind you guys that if you're interested in winning a free diamond table, you can, well, not necessarily free, $25 diamond table. Join the Bad Boys Club. You get entered into all kinds of drawings for them. You never get taken out of the drawing until your membership expires, so you can win multiple times. Hit that a little hard.
He hit it way hard.
Yeah.
Way hard, like, honey, you're sleeping in the doghouse hard. They're married, by the way.
Yes, they are.
They're married, by the way. But that would be, you're doing the laundry for the next month.
Yeah,
for sure.
something like that.
Something like that, for sure.
Also want to remind you guys that there are pictures posted on our Facebook page that have been taken throughout this event. We'll be adding more daily, so make sure you keep checking out Facebook.
Absolutely.
Tag your friends. Let them know that, you know.
And make sure to like the page on Facebook. Let's follow these girls around the country. Rail to rail, Productions, with a terrific setup and some great events that they're doing here and next going into Oregon. So follow the girls there, Rail to Rail Productions. No, 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 no.
I actually did not see that.
Yeah.
I
I don't think she saw it either. But
yeah.
yeah, she just came off of that rail right
And
there.
see, I would have taken the 13 there. I still would have shot the 13 because it looked to me like there was enough space there that she still could have cut that 13 in and come out for the 12. But it just must have made her nervous. So, but I certainly did not see that 8 getting kicked in.
We talked about earlier today how you can come back from a fabulous shot, ESPN type shot, and then you get the jitters, or you get and you can't close out the next one, and not only you but your partner. Well, this was the reverse action of that, because you have where you had your partner accidentally, he hit it too hard for that combo. Should have maybe used a little bit of draw, and then that way they would have had the next ball to follow through. But what happens is that she comes up to the table, and maybe still with that residual of, I can't believe you did that, which is normal. That's a human thing. But this is a time for you to take a little happy lap and look around, look at everything you've got, see the dynamics, and see where a safety might be. You don't have to shoot every ball to pocket it. And this break, breaking from the head string there, right in the middle, and the balls are not. There was not a lot of action in this one. I don't know if the rack wasn't too great. It's rack your own, so sure, wasn't a bad rack that she gave herself, but it wasn't the kind of spread that would be easily to take home. This is a game that's going to be challenging for both teams, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that shot.
The jittery
That shot and I are like this, man.
Yeah, that's
we are
jittery.
snuggled.
That's the jittery. Yeah. Just gotta take a little breath, deep breath.
Yeah.
There is a great asset in the breathing the same techniques that you would use in meditation. That slow, long breathing. Get your heart rate down. Get your stroke smooth, silky, especially when you feel like, man, we've got to really put it together here. And that's when you need to do something like that.
Oh, okay, the 4. I'm like, what's she going to shoot at now? There's the 4 there, but she can shoot at.
Now, she'll come back up into that cluster. That's the only thing. And there's a lot of striped Indians that are guarding that 8 ball. So she doesn't want to get clogged in there, and this is why she's kind of jacking up right here. I'm not sure it would jack up as much as I would follow through.
Yeah,
and
I was thinking I would follow
out
through
to the rail.
Yep.
She was able to control it, and that's fine. He'll be able to come up to the table here, possibly to the 3 there. Now, he did a little stop shot here to get her right there on the 7. I don't know if I would have gone ahead and followed it up a little bit more and gotten her just a little bit closer.
Yeah. I'm watching their pattern and I'm thinking, what are you guys going to do with that 2 ball?
Yeah.
And how are you going to get the 8 has, from what I can see, the 8 has 1 pocket right now.
Right.
And that is the upper left-hand corner pocket.
Right. So if they're able to, I don't know if he's going to shoot the 3, but if they were able to come back and draw In other words, shoot both the 3 and the 5 into the side and leave that long cut from the top of the table, kind of
Right.
where the cue ball is now. Then the natural deflection will come up and it'll bust through some of those balls. That's the way to get the 8 out of there, because even it just has to push the balls out a little bit to
Right.
open up the pathway to give another a line for the 8 ball. However, it's very specific. It leaves a very narrow margin of accuracy. That line for the 2 ball is just one single ball width. It's not any more than that, so it has to be really exact.
Yeah.
That's the problem with that.
And like we talked about earlier, it's hard to get that kind of specificity with
Right.
draw.
Right, and right here, she's not in the lane.
No.
She's outside of the
Yeah,
lane.
she's a little
She's
too,
not able.
about a half a ball
Yes.
to the left, too
Right.
far.
Yeah, she's not in the lane to get him to get that shot that he needed to be able to pocket it and make clip the 8 out. He's going to bank it back, and let's see if he's able to keep the cue ball out of the way. There we go. He's left her an extremely tough shot on the 8. I do not believe it'll go in the pocket. She'll probably have to bank it back up. And right here, I'd be calling a ref, because there's
There's
really
a double hit
close.
possibility there.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
all kinds of nests could go on.
And just to make it legit, somebody needs to put their eyes on this ball.
Wow, that sun went down quick.
She's going to go ahead and go into the corner. I think, and she's left-handed, so it might be different, but from the right-handed player's point of view, I think my mind would be too focused on, hitting that 15 first, because the angle is there, and it would be hard for me to concentrate on just shooting the 8.
Yeah, I'm left-handed, and I don't mind this shot.
Yeah,
Taking the 8 up in the corner.
She's got a bridge over the 10, jack her cue way up.
It's sketchy, but it's something that I feel like I can do. Yeah, and she nailed that sucker.
Yeah.
So
good run.
Wow.
So
that's the first set.
The first set 3-0.
Boom shakalaka. First set.
Now they'll be playing again.
Yeah.
Another race to
and
3
right away.
and 4,
I like this, playing right away.
And back to back.
A lot of times teams that are on the point, they will take a little break in between sets. And I'm not a fan of that. Just keep going. Just keep going.
In between the games, it could be an advantage, it could be a disadvantage. I think the way that this rolled out so quickly, they were able to just, stomp them out. A little break would be to their advantage. I know you're not a fan of it, but it would be. Just to kind of like
maybe
put some air in there, put some space.
Yes, I'm crunching Oreo Blizzard.
They're not from Texas, so we have to give them that opportunity to eat all of our Texas staple
We have
foods.
blizzards in Oregon. Come on. And Washington. Come on.
I'm sure they're not as good as the ones from here.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because the milk has to come farther.
That's right.
For us.
See?
No, I'm just kidding.
And again, if you're just catching out with us here with Rail to Rail Productions here at the BCAPL State Championship Tournament here in the Mayborn Civic Center in Temple, Texas. Bad Boy Productions puts this on. BCA rules, and we are watching the final match. This is the second half of the final match. This was a double dip, and they have come and beat them in the first set. And
Thank you for doing my job.
For the second set now.
I assume I'll just wait here.
Okay, now I got to think about what I'm doing. What? Are you talking to me?
Again? How many bottles of water have you been drinking over there?
Quite a few, actually. Trying to drink away the headache.
I'm not saying a word. All right, so 4 and 3. All right, that's ready to go now. Do you want to take that back down to them? So they ended up taking a little bit of a break anyway.
Yeah,
So
which
there
is
you go.
which is
Yeah.
a good idea, which really was. It just ended up being accidental or incidental, but it was a good idea. It was a good idea.
For those of you that might be wondering what's going on with this whole tablet thing, Rail to Rail is associated with a company called Score Saloon, and it is an online scoring app that instantaneously provides live scoring for matches. There's also brackets attached to it. So if you're a tournament director and you run tournaments, Score Saloon would be good for you, because especially if you run a lot of tournaments, because it could take care of everything for you. Comes preloaded with brackets from 8 to 512.
Nice.
And it will automatically seed the bracket for you. You just type in the players' names and say, I need this size bracket, and boom, it'll just do it all for you.
Great.
Buys are in there if you need them, all of it.
And that is Score Saloon, everybody.
Scoresaloon.com, your door to the score. It's a great little tool. So where we are, to kind of finish that thought, where we are in this venue, if we think we're off on the score and we want to go try to check on it, we have to walk in front of players. So we've given them tablets so that they can keep track of the score, so that we can look at the score on our computers and say, okay, we're right or we're wrong, and get it corrected quickly. So that's the whole deal with the tablets going back and forth.
Which is a super great technology, and
Yeah.
also getting the players involved with keeping the score for not only for the tournament, but also for the viewers as well, being able to see what's going on with that. So, great technology.
Yes, it's wonderful.
So, getting ready to start the second set right here in the final match, and this is, win or go home. This is they've got to grab this one here. The winner of this race for the Arcangeli team will be race to 4. The Villalba Beatty team race to 3. And this is for all of the marbles.
Yeah. $825 is first prize here.
First prize. So that's some good chunk of shoe shopping money.
Yeah. Let's go get some. Grandma needs a new pair of shoes. That's what started it. You were talking earlier about my bad British accent.
Oh, yeah.
That's what started it with myself and Allison Fisher, because I was trying to exhort my team, right? And I'm like, come on, ladies, Grandma needs a new pair of shoes. So then after the match, she's kind of comes down in the venue and she's chatting with everybody, and she said, did Grandma get her shoes? And I said, oh, no, Grandma did not get her shoes. We can't afford it. Maybe some flip-flops. And she was just mortified, which made it even that much better, Okay, again, David scratched on the brake.
Yeah, scratching on the brake.
He's got to solve that brake.
And, he needs to let Rebecca brake.
Yeah, he might need to let Rebecca brake.
You have to change it up.
Rebecca's got a good brake, actually. So
you've got to change it up. You've got to be able to move the spots around and have your backup brake and have your total safety brake,
Bonnie trips over her own feet.
There's action in front and behind the cameras. Here.
When you're around Bad Boys Billiards production, you have to have a 360-degree vision. Let me tell you.
That's awesome, and thank you again, everybody, for joining us online and on all the chat rooms as well. We appreciate your viewership. And
talk to us. We liked interacting with you folks there in the chat room. So
doesn't mean we'll answer you, but you can talk.
If you're Solaris, we'll ignore you for a long time, apparently.
A long time. And then you'll have unwanted attention. Okay, so they're on solids right here. easy run out right here. This should be, they should be thinking go, 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 go. No stopping. Collect your $200 and let's go.
She wants to avoid the 4 on the way down. There we go.
And, you know, a little
Not
hard,
a bad
but
thing.
still, you know,
No.
still it's not a bad thing. They still got this. A little
They,
softer.
you know, I was originally thinking it would be 4, 5, 2, 8, but
Yeah.
here they could do 5, 2, 4, 8, and it wouldn't. I don't think it would be that much of a difference.
Yeah. He's fine. He got her.
Yep.
Now she will have to avoid clipping the 8 on the way back up.
Yes.
Because she does want to get up closer. Yes, it's a makeable shot. It seems like it's right there. But when you're in this position and in a final matchup, you know, don't leave yourself something that's unnecessary. You know, do yourself some favors. Get closer on your ball. Beautiful shot and way to do it. Got him up the table.
Yep.
Really nice.
That was
and
very
easy.
nice of them. You know, we were talking earlier about not making things harder
Right.
than you needed to be. And
Right.
the very first time we came down here, Sean Putnam happened to be hanging out, and he would come and he came and commentated with us a couple of times. And one of the things that he said was, when you're in a tournament like this, you have to get to the end as whole as you possibly can, body, mind, and soul.
Right.
And he said one of the ways that you do that is take the easy road. The harder shots you take, the more you have to finesse things and move things around. And he says it wears you out
Right.
physically and mentally.
Right.
And then when you get to the finals, you're spent.
Yeah. Yeah. You've exhumed so much energy and beautiful little run. And that's just nerves. Just
Yeah.
straight up nerves. I mean, she's made that shot all day long, and that was just straight up nerves. Now, right here, the Arcangeli team needs to make a commanding presence. They have not won one game,
No.
and they have got to say we're here to play.
Yep.
They need to make their presence known here, and put a little bit of fear
Yeah.
into this opposing team. They need this game on many levels.
Yes.
They need this game.
Yes. You're absolutely right on that.
Yeah. We
He kind of freaked himself out about that.
yes, and remember, the last time that they played, if people were watching earlier when they were playing for the hot seat, the Arcangeli team won, but they didn't win with a lot of thunder. It was a very, very tough match. For those of you who caught it, it was a great safety match, back and forth. The Arcangeli team had a lot of trouble getting themselves going to finish out. They were able to finish out. Obviously, they beat them. But it was a struggle to get there. They didn't win with a lot of thunder. This last match that Villalba and Beatty won, they won it emphatically. They won it with a commanding win, 3-0 win. So they have got the momentum, they've got the juice, they've got it.
And they've got the confidence.
They've got the mojo. Super important. Super important to do something, make some kind of shot, do something to change that momentum. Super important.
Yeah, and I like your idea of having Rebecca break the next time they have the break. It
They
might
do.
just really...
Just change it up.
Yeah.
Just change the luck
Yeah.
up. Change it up completely. Just change it up.
Thanks for the update, Mr. Donner.
Nice shot.
Mariners are up 1-0. Go M's. I know I'm in Texas, and I'm probably going to get shot on the way home for that, but...
Well.
Do you play any other sports? Speaking of baseball.
I do play baseball, well, softball. Do a lot of water sports. I mean, I played every sport. I played, basketball and everything that I could in school, golf, everything. Billiards, though, is really a passion. Is really a passion for me. There's so much intricacy to it, and it's not just a physical sport. It is
Right.
totally
Yep.
mind sport, and like I said, there's a lot of meditation helps a lot. Even just the thinking and the emotions and all that. It really incorporates a lot of different areas
A
of
lot.
life.
Yep.
It's not just hitting balls.
Yep. If it were just hitting balls, anyone could be a champion.
Yeah, and that's certainly not. There's a lot of players and very few champions. Now, right here, the momentum of this team dynamic has changed tremendously. Rebecca is shooting spot on. Her stroke is on. She's got some authority in her shot. I mean,
Yeah.
no harm, no foul, but really, he should take out the 2 and he should be setting her up.
Yep.
I don't even feel comfortable with this shot here, only because he's not shooting with that same intensity and that same confidence. Let's hit a couple of balls in. Get your confidence up.
Yeah.
Let the dynamics of the team change. It's okay. She's in control of this match right now. Let her continue to do that.
Yeah, I think I would be taking the ball on the side and then going for the 12 and
Yeah,
then
just,
taking the 15 down
let-
table and run the 8 back up table.
I think there's a
Look.
huge appreciation for recognizing when you're in a team balance and the balance is shifted a little bit, and being able to recognize that and go ahead and roll with it. I think that's a huge advantage.
It wasn't devastatingly wrong for him to take the 15 there, because she could still take the 10 into the side.
She can come
And come
3
off-
rails.
yeah,
She can
yes.
come 3 rails.
Yep.
It's really not a big deal.
No.
It's actually a really fundamental shot. She's going to clip the 10, cheat the pocket just a little bit to the right. The cue ball will hit the side rail, foot rail, side rail, and come
Yep.
right back up and
Yep.
leave him basically straight in, which
Yeah.
is what she wants to do.
Yep, and
'Cause in
that's kind of what he just told her to do.
Right.
So
Then
yeah.
it's just a draw shot back to the 8.
Yep.
So right there, come over to
Perfect.
the side, and leave him there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's good.
Natural
That's- yep.
angle. This natural shape will bring the ball right back
Yep.
over towards the 8. Don't have to worry. You just have to pocket the ball right here.
Yep.
Yeah. Still got a little bit of those jitters, but this is perfect for her, and they need this. They need this game right here.
Get the bridge, Rebecca. Come on.
There we go. Nice shot. Shooting with authority, and really, she's in control of this team right now,
Yeah.
and she just needs to keep on going with it. First strike, Team Arcangeli.
It's right where it's always been. He couldn't see the 15 ball down in the little well. He's walking around the table. Where's the 15? It's in the little well. It's been a long day for some of these folks.
Yeah.
Which
And still a lot more to come.
yes.
Tomorrow you guys will be
Yes,
streaming.
we will be back on the air tomorrow. This is
women's
our last match
and-
for tonight.
Right.
We'll be back on the air tomorrow, I believe, at 9 a.m.
Okay. Doing women's matches and also senior men's
And- yep.
tournament will start tomorrow.
Yep.
Women's 8-ball and senior men's. down, 2 balls, yeah. 2 balls in on the break. Couple little clusters, but clustered in the right area. He's got 3 stripes right there on the side, and 2 solids that are surrounding the 8 ball down at the foot string. And right here, I would tell my partner to shoot stripes.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, nice. Just slid it right up. Little stunner. And this right here is a practice drill. Right here, just a little practice drill. You're going to draw back 3 times. That's all you're going to do. Just draw, shoot again, draw, shoot again, draw.
See, I would have taken the 9, not the 12.
Who doesn't? See, somebody needs to watch them practice drills. No,
Yeah.
I think the 12 was the one to open it up first. But the 9, either one. I just think the 12 would have done that little pattern.
Well, we'll see if this comes back to hurt Alana and Vincent.
Yeah, they need to. Let's see what happens. Yeah, beautiful little breakout.
Perfect.
Yeah, and so now the solid table is wide open, and they should run this out. Good little shot. A little too hard. It's okay. It's all right. Right here, I'd This is not by any means something easy or can be taken for granted at all. This is the finals.
Yep.
Totally
yeah,
different
anybody
ballgame.
can win.
Anybody can win.
Yep.
Anybody can win. Anything is possible. Now the format has been rack your own, so the 8 does not count on the break. It is alternating breaks. And because of the Fargo rating system, and we've talked about it a little bit already, this team in red, which is the Villalba, and the Beatty team will race to 3. So their race is to get to 3. Arcangeli will have to get to 4 to win this first set.
Yep. And would you pull up the bracket on your computer real quick? I want to see what first place payout is.
I think it's 800.
Right, that's
825,
something like that. It's 800-ish.
Really, yeah. Some good money for a day's work. Yeah, not too bad.
825 for first place.
Yeah. Solid fell into the side. Just looking at the table here. Stripes. Solid. I mean, solids are really opened up here. I think if it was my turn up at the table, I'd really be looking at that 7-4 combo to lock in the solid suit for my team and get rolling. I think the first strike here is so critical. First one that gets the match is really critical on this one.
Oh, good. Rebecca and Alana were just discussing the fact that the sun is shining in on that door down there, so they're having a ref go close the door.
Go close that door up. It
is really blinding.
Yeah,
actually.
The sun is setting here.
That yellow orb in the sky.
Yeah, setting here in North Texas, and beautiful sun, beautiful day today here in Texas, but blinding the sight line here on the table. She went ahead and went for stripes. So you've got that 15 on the side. That's the 3 is clogging that up, and then this 10-9 right here that is an offset combination. It does not go, and is also tying up the 8 ball. So a couple of issues with stripes.
So there's the gray one. This has got boys on the back. This one has the blue side club.
That takes care of that problem. I wonder if there's more of that 9 ball available than we think.
Maybe the 10 can go by. Yeah, no.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
Okay.
That opened that up a lot. 10-5-12 combo into the side.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
yeah, it's necessary. It's
Yep.
close enough to the pocket that it doesn't have to be perfect. It
Yep.
can go in, and it's definitely worthwhile because leaving it on the table, it becomes a huge problem later on.
Yep.
This is the way to take care of the problem, or at least push it over,
You missed the
or
5
do
ball.
that,
Yeah.
or that,
Well, it certainly makes the 12 ball more makeable just on its own.
Right,
So-
exactly.
Yeah.
So here comes Team Arcangeli, and right now they have to think dominate the table. They cannot let the other team back up to the
Yeah.
table.
Got to get that killer instinct.
Right. Worse, one of the, and it happens, but it is a mojo killer to be in the hot seat and have to win it, have to come back and win yourself
Yep.
back out of losing the first round. It gives your opponent a huge momentum that is very hard to break. Very, very hard. I've seen it many, many times. Even from top pro players, if they lose that first set when they're in the hot seat and it puts them back to that double dip, it takes a huge dive.
Yeah.
A huge dive in the confidence level.
You know, a lot of times people talk about double elimination favors the team coming through the B side because they've been playing all day and they're in stroke
and
and
they're
yada
very
yada.
much in stroke.
That actually is not the case here because
Right.
Alana and Vince just lost to these guys, so
Right.
they're
Able into that corner and really owns that corner, but there needs to be some movement to that 10 ball so that they can close this game out. They cannot win this match
Right.
without addressing that 10 ball.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I think it's time for a new trivia question. Is that right? Are we holding on to that?
We're
What are we doing?
actually going to work on one,
Okay.
another one here. We'll have one ready for you
Okay,
guys at the end of
everybody
this
get ready.
rack.
Yeah, everybody get ready. Get your Google out. And there we go. See, little push on the 10. That's okay. Look at what happened with the 10 ball. It freed it up, and the
Yeah,
two balls
freed it up
locked
a-
up. The
yep.
2 balls in jail. But it freed up, and they own that pocket. No problem. I wouldn't be worried about I wouldn't be worried about that at all. The 2 ball is not going anywhere, and there's nothing to break it out. And this is what happened with the last time that they met up earlier today. They got into this very, very intricate safety battle. And I'm cautious for them not to try to get into that same thing again because the Team Arcangeli was not completely successful after that battle. They kind of don't want to fall into that trap.
Yep.
I think he's looking and trying to study a little bit too hard. They just need to pocket a few balls. Pocket a few balls, clear the table up a little bit, and come back with a second look.
Right. I think what he might be trying to decide is in part is how do I hit that 7, make both of those balls plus my ball and make make the 2, which is an awful lot, or
Well,
break out the
yeah,
2, which is an awful lot to try to do. I think I would just try to take back that pocket back.
Right. And so now they've tied up 2 balls.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not so sure that was a successful turn.
And that's what I mean. Pocket a few balls. Get a few balls off the table.
Yeah.
Get into this rhythm. Because when the cue ball is in a different position on the table, you see something that you're not seeing right now. Moving the cue ball around helps you get a second look.
Yeah. That's why you should walk around the table after every shot.
Absolutely.
Because the table, whether you've moved anything or not, the table's going to look different.
Absolutely. So right here, this is the breakout. This is the shot right here that's deadly for Team Arcangeli. This shot here, a low stunner to the right, is going to clip the 10 ball. The 9 will go in. Their 7 ball will be pushed out, and the 10 ball, and this match is over. This shot right here on the 13, shot right, this game is done. Just a little stunner right here and a slide to the right. He didn't stun it. He hit it more to the top. But again, right here, a little carom. She can just shoot straight into the 10. The cue ball will carom and knock the 9 in. Go ahead and call the 9. Shoot at the 10. The 9 ball will carom in, and the 10 ball will break free. Yeah, she doesn't have to do too much. Just hitting the 10 ball. She's just going to drive the cue ball right into the 10 ball, maybe slightly off of center. Call the 9.
Yep.
The 9's going to fall, and the 10 ball will break free. There we go. Got a good roll.
Yeah.
Wide open.
10 is free.
Again, the critical shot was when he came up and didn't start. Again, you need to pocket balls. Get a second look.
Yeah.
The 2 balls going into the pocket and trying to follow your ball in, that's
That's
you
crazy.
got to ask Santa Claus for something like that.
Yeah. The Tooth Fairy. Anybody.
Yeah, anybody. Grandma, somebody. Help me. Nice little shot.
There you go.
And it puts him on the board and gets her confidence back because they certainly played that one well. That was a really, really good rack.
Yep. And
Really
it could
good
make
one.
Rebecca and David play a little bit tighter.
Absolutely.
Because, not only did they not get a win that would have put them on the hill, they've given new life to Alana and Vince.
Yeah.
You could tell by the way they were sitting there that maybe they were starting to feel like, okay, maybe we're not going to be able to pull this out.
Fading. They were fading.
Yeah.
Fading quickly.
And now they've got a little bit of energy, a little more pep or something. I don't know.
Absolutely. I still think in the Arcangeli team, he's not here. He's not 100%. David is not here. He hasn't shown up yet. Elvis is not in the building.
He was starting to get it in that
he's
last
not
rack,
here
and the rack before this one, he was starting to get it, and I think he lost when he took so much time on that shot where there are 2 balls in the corner, and what am I going to do? That really just kind of took a lot of wind out of his sails.
Yes, absolutely.
Psychically. Yeah.
Right now, trust your partner. The partner that's on right now is Rebecca. Bring Rebecca back up to the table.
Yeah.
Him as a player, him as a partner. His goal, his only goal is to get her back up to the table. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo anything. Just get her back up to the table.
Yeah.
She's the one that's totally in stroke.
Yep.
big hit again on the break, and we've been seeing that all day long, hitting it just a little too much, putting a little too much into the break, and the balls don't really open up. And on these tables with these rails and Simona's cloth, a hard break is just not the answer. It is not the way to go. It's actually that medium stroke break that gives you that good separation. There's a couple of balls clustered up here. This is another one that's going to be a very tough rack.
Are there a lot of places here in Texas where you can play on 7-foot tables?
Most of the Texas tables here are 8-footers, 8 and 9-footers.
We have mostly 8-footers up in Washington.
Right. The 7-footers are typically like bar tables. Diamond, there's a few places that have diamond. There's a beautiful new facility in San Antonio, Texas, Fat Racks, that has 8-foot diamonds. Beautiful spot. But the 7-foot diamonds is something that is not as common in San Antonio. Not as common as is in other places. So certainly when you come up to a tournament like this, you're having to make those adjustments to that. But again, at this level of play, you have to adjust it quickly. You have to be able to come to it quickly. You're here. You've earned your place to be here. This is not the place where you're going to struggle with the table too long.
Right.
And again, Rebecca just shooting with authority. Move the 8-ball a little bit, no problem. Has set him up right here for the 3, and he just kind of needs to just follow her, let her lead. Just let her lead this dance. It's all right. Everybody can lead. It's okay.
Well,
yeah. Just pocket the ball. She's got this. A real sharp little cut right here on this 2-ball, and just going to play for the safety, and that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Great thinking.
Yep.
And again, she's in control. She's got this match under, and really, really, he needs to trust her and let her follow, take the lead, and she's doing that.
Yeah, I thought his shot should have been on the 3-ball and not the 7.
I think so too.
Really, where she ended up, she had nothing to go for.
Yeah, and I think she wanted him on the 3. I really do. I didn't, I think that she was trying to get him to shoot on the 3. That's why she put him there. It's those little touches like that, though, even though he pocketed that ball, he didn't leave or anything, it's still tumbling the confidence level that he has.
Yeah.
So, she's totally in stroke and totally in command on their team. It would do him so good to kind of step back and take a little walk around the table and kind of get on that same brainwave that she's on, and she's leading him in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now she's pulled out her jump cue right here, and let's see this. We haven't seen her jump today, so let's see. I would imagine that she's just trying to get a hit on that 15, and I'm not sure if she's called the corner or the side, but
I think she called the corner.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, good hit.
Yeah, it's a nice try.
And most importantly, to get that good hit and not
not give up ball in hand.
Right, not give him ball in hand. Exactly. So here comes David up to the table, and he needs to take out the 3. He needs to take out the 3.
How are you going to solve the 6 there that's tied up with the 13?
Well, that 6 right there is a blocker ball, and
Right.
they're not ready to let it go. But if the cue ball was just 1 half diamond up, that ball will go into the corner. So it's a real.
So it's makeable.
It's a makeable ball. It just has to be real specific on the shape, and I would just leave that right now to let it do its job as a blocker. Okay, good safety. Good safety. Good safety. He's following her lead, and that's excellent. That's excellent. One of the key factors in Scotch doubles is having that ability to be able to coach and be coached. Don't get rigid about your plan. Everyone's going to have the momentum of the game. A good partnership in a Scotch is being able to say, trust me or follow me on this one, or let me take, you've got to have that pliability back and forth. Sometimes a strong player needs to take the back seat. Sometimes somebody else steps up and they're actually be the strong. Maybe you got 2 strong players both trying to be the chief. You've got to have, that continuity to be able to say, you know what, let's do it your way. It's working. Let's go with this.
Oh, let's make a party.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask the trivia question.
Oh, yeah. Let's bring up this trivia question. It's all good. We've got this trivia question for you guys that are
Well, I'll flash it up
in
here
and
real quick while Alana's
coming on.
thinking.
Let's get ready for this. This gives you an opportunity to be in the raffle for the rail-to-rail custom
Yeah.
T-shirt.
So, real quick while Alana is thinking here. Come on. In what year did Cedric Sloan win the WBCA 9-ball regional championship title in the men's Open A division? In what year did Cedric Sloan win the Western BCA 9-ball regional championship title in the men's Open A division?
Okay, get ready, set, Google.
Exactly. Let's see that one. There we go. Okay.
And first one in the chat room that brings up the answer gets registered for the drawing for the
For a
rail-to-rail T-shirt.
Got a T-shirt coming up. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And here is David Arcangeli come up to the table here, shooting on solids for his team.
Again, this is the finals of the Scotch Doubles for the 2016 BCA PL Texas State Championships.
Missed a shot, yeah.
If you're just joining us, like if you've been hiding under a rock all week so far, the reason the race is mismatched is we are going by Fargo ratings at this tournament. So the combination of Rebecca and David versus Alana and Vince dictates a 4-3 race.
because this year is the first year that they
Yes, first year
enact
they've done
this
it.
Fargo
Yep.
rating, and what the Fargo rating is doing is rating the percentile of the players up on their win and loss average. The teams to be qualified to play Scotch the team total had to be under 1,000 points, both team members. So if you had two teammates that were around the 500s or close to that, you had a pretty evenly set race. So the higher the combined score, the more games that your team is required to win in order to count as a win.
Would you try to back cut the 10 into the side here so that you could try to break out that 14?
Well, this is the thing. Rebecca is coming up to the table. If it was David coming up to the table, the way he's been playing right now, and he's playing with a lot of disconfidence, then I would. Because what's going to happen is the whole table opens up, and you're going to lose control of the cue ball. The cue ball's going to fling down and come all over the place, but it's wide open, but not just for you, for the other team also.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that Rebecca is coming up to the table next, I'm not so sure I would do that. I'm maybe looking at playing a hook shot. There's not a complete safety available, but to give her a tough shot, a low percentage shot, long on the rail, offset, a potential scratch shot, leave her something like that. Remember, the most successful thing to do in Scotch doubles is to keep the stronger player off the table. She's coming up next, and that is what should be on her mind. If what I'm doing next, Rebecca is going to follow. What we're doing next, she's going to follow.
Yeah, she was going to go for that 10, and her partner's like, no, take the 9.
Right.
Yeah, I had forgotten it was a Rebecca shot next. So
Yeah, that was a really sharp shot. I'm surprised that he went for that. She left him the same kind of shape that she had herself, but I'm not sure that was, he should have done. Now the A
and
ball
he
is
shot
wide
it
open.
kind of quick too.
Yeah, very, very
Yeah.
quick. It was a really sharp shot. I think I would have, come back and played a little safety again. Okay, she's all right. She's all right. He can come in and clip this one in.
Yeah. And that'll get him back out for the 4. The 4 will get him up onto the 3.
And 3 to the 8. So the out is there. And again, at this point, he's my partner. I'm telling him, just pocket the ball. Don't think about it. Just get me back up to the table. You don't have to overthink it. Don't do anything magical. Just pocket the ball. And it's right here. This shot is just center ball. Yeah, just not shooting with any confidence, and those things don't help. Like
No.
that, it doesn't help.
It seems like with David, if he gets down on a shot and gets back up, more often than not, he's going to miss that shot because it really is all about the confidence with him.
It is absolutely, absolutely. And when you go down, when you're on the line and you go down, you've committed yourself. You're shooting that shot with 100% confidence that you're going to make it. You already know the speed. You already know the style. You already know what you're going to do. If you don't know those 3-4 checklists that you have for yourself, don't go down in your shot.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
Yeah.
You're not ready. And if you're really not ready, here we go on the happy lap. Go on that happy lap. Your eyes see the lines better as you walk around and you see the pocket to the object ball. Now the line opens up for you, and you got a better idea of what you want to do. or what you don't want to do.
Right.
Now they've got themselves back in a critical situation because Villalba and Beatty, if they're able to catch this game, now they're on the hill. And they are on the verge of a huge upset.
And the momentum has swung back in their favor.
Right, the pendulum
Yeah.
is back in their favor, and the huge amount of pressure on the Arcangeli team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Alana left him
way too hard.
Alana left him kind of between a rock and a hard place there, and he was trying to make sure he made something happen. And because I think he's feeling it, he I don't know. I'm not in his head, but he might be thinking, man, we really need to capture this game, and we can't let them back at the table.
Right, exactly.
So he was trying to make something happen there.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like we've talked about earlier today, and you know, you have to shift that thinking from we can't lose, right? Like you said, we can't lose, or you put yourself in this must situation.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you do that, you're setting your whole body, mind,
Yep.
that whole composition is out of line already. It just has to be the natural flow, confidence in yourself, being in your flow, being in that song in your head, and just keep that going.
As long as he doesn't get snookered on the 8 here, I think he'll be okay. Unless, okay, yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that was a good shot. That was a good shot, David.
And this is just right here, natural shape.
Yeah.
She'll make the 3 ball and just bring it right down table, and he can clip it back into that same
Mm-hmm.
pocket in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Takes her breath, taking time to get herself ready. See, she's not in a rush to get down.
Mm.
Not in a rush to get down.
Yeah.
Takes a look at it, steps back. And comes into her shot. She's ready to go. Beautiful shot.
Excellently done.
Beautiful shot.
And these last 3 shots are stealing momentum back to their favor.
Right, exactly. She's
Yeah.
definitely the one on fire for the
Yeah.
team. And really, it should be priority number 1 is to keep her at the table. Yeah, waddled it in, but it worked.
There you go.
So
that actually gets Rebecca and David on the hill.
And they are on the hill.
3-1. So Alana and Vince need 2 more games, and Rebecca and David need 1.
And this is the final in the Scotch Doubles.
This is for all the marbles. Maybe even a Frito pie or 2.
Nice.
You never know.
Nobody told me that. I would have played better.
Well-
Well, I played well. It was my partner. Partner for sale. Did I ever tell anybody that my partner's for rent?
That's funny.
It was funny. We're a good team, but he was telling me something, and I just looked around and I said, there's a lot of gentlemen in here don't look like they need a partner. There's a lot of gentlemen here. Look, and he's like, oh, okay.
That's hilarious. That's funny. Hey, we're taking a break. The boys are taking a break now.
All right, boy break now. Boy break.
We've had girl break. Now we're doing boy break.
Yeah. And here we go. And this is a good time for us to mention one of the sponsors of Rail to Rail Productions.
Julie Lang. I have some facts for you. Did you know that in 2015 over 100,000 people moved to Texas?
No wonder.
No wonder the
parking
traffic has
lots was
gotten bad, right?
Yes.
You know why they moved to Texas?
Because everyone loves Texas.
Because they've
That's why.
heard that someday I-35 will be great. and they want to be here
When that happens.
when I-35 gets done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, if you're looking for a new place to live in Texas,
That's right.
or even in Washington State, you should contact Julie Lang with the Cascade team, because she specializes in the Seattle area but works with real estate agents all around the country. And they will work together to make your moving as easy as possible.
Absolutely. And San Antonio is just a beautiful city to live in.
Yeah.
Well, all of Texas is, but San Antonio especially so.
Yeah, even West Texas, huh?
Yeah. Well, okay. San Antonio is a beautiful place. Did I say that? Yeah. No, San Antonio is really a tremendous city.
Yeah.
Tremendous versatile culture there. Really, really beautiful space. Beautiful place, and all of Texas is big and beautiful.
So Julie Lang at julielang.com. That's your real estate source, folks. She will hook you up. Guaranteed.
That's right.
All right, so I'm going to flash our trivia question again.
Do we have a winner?
We did not get a winner.
Okay, so let's say it again.
So we're flashing it up here again.
People are not Googling fast enough.
It's Flash Friday on a Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Today is Tuesday.
Okay. In what year did Cedric Sloan win the Western BCA 9-ball regional championship title in the men's Open A singles division? Cedric Sloan, Western BCA 9-ball regional championship title in men's Open A division.
Cedric Sloan.
I know, right?
Googling, yeah.
People, if I can find the questions, y'all ought to be able to find the answers. I'm just saying. It's not that hard.
Who is Cedric Sloan? Maybe he's online. He could even tell us what year he won.
Just Google Cedric Sloan, see what comes up.
Yeah, see what comes up.
Or just go to the Western BCA site.
What?
Oh my God, that was a hint.
You're giving out hints?
Yes.
That's great.
I give hints occasionally. It's funny with this trivia. I will find questions that I think there is no way they're going to find the answer.
Yeah, Google.
And right away.
Google is
they
my
get
friend. Yeah.
And then questions that I'm thinking, oh, this is way too easy. They can't find the answer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? We actually had an event a while ago where the first question was a yes or no answer. Mm-hmm. And somebody guessed yes, which was wrong. And nobody guessed no. Not even the same person tried no. Like for hours. It was pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh, they went for a beer break.
Ah.
Yeah, that was a man break. All right.
That was a total man break.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're back now.
Okay, and here we
The
go.
boys are back. The beer is back. The girls are here because they never left.
Yeah.
Well, Alana left briefly. Oops, I got the wrong score graphic up. Sorry.
There we go.
That's better. I can't read them, so I'm not sure which one I'm getting. No, please don't anybody make any jokes. So here we are, the finals. Arcangeli and Arcangeli, David and Rebecca are on the hill. They are also on the point, so if they win this, it's done. This is the second set. Vince and Alana have won. They need 2. David gets a ball in the break. He didn't scratch this time.
Okay.
So that's good.
Okay, we're doing better. Beer helped.
Way to go, Mr. Donner. You have yet another entry into our Trivia Challenge drawing.
Nice.
2006 was the correct answer. You the man, Mr. Donner. You the man.
Okay, now this table is pretty wide open. Solid stripes, it doesn't really matter. I think the most important is for them, Rebecca and David Arcangeli, to put this game away, put this match away. Don't mess around too much with it.
Don't try to get too cute, too fancy.
Fire. Fire keeps you warm, but don't try to carry it.
Unless, of course, you have protective gear.
Well, you can only carry it for so long.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So put it away. Just put it away.
What a crack up. All right, so Rebecca's made her decision. Looks like she's going to back cut the one into the corner.
Which is all right. The solids are all ready to
Yep.
go. I mean, either suit is a good suit. And there you go.
Uh-oh.
There
Okay.
we go. All right. Good.
Whew.
Little save right there, and he's got a shot on the 4. And again, she's in command on this team, and she's really the one that's been the spark to put them back on the board and get them in this position to win.
She is a tough cookie.
Yeah, very, very tough competitor. I played with her in Austin at Austin State Championships, 9-ball championships over there, and 9-ball classics over there. Very, very dynamic and a tough competitor.
Well, it's in the 4 years we've done this event, she's been on our stream table numerous times, meaning she gets pretty far in all the events.
Yeah, good.
And then I actually had to play a couple of games against her when we were in Vegas, and she's got a great safety game. She can pocket balls. She knows where she's going to go with stuff. That's she's fun to play. Tough, but fun to play.
Yeah. No, he didn't leave her much to look at with the 2-ball right there, but a bank is possible. She could bank it back into the corner and keep them on the table, which I think right now is pretty crucial for them because the stripes are wide open, and giving the Villalba team a chance at the table, they may not be able to come back on this set here because these balls are wide open.
He just told her to make the 2 with pocket speed. If you don't make it, then we own that pocket, essentially.
Right, exactly. Which becomes a blocker ball. I'm thinking more she just needs to pocket this ball. It needs to go down. They need to keep the table. Keeping control of the table is important. And that wasn't her shot. And
She wasn't comfortable with it.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, you have to still take the time and do its due diligence, measure it out, look at the angle, walk over, see that the midpoint is. It still needed its due diligence.
Yeah, if Alana and Vince can win this game, all bets are off in the last game.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's no advantage to either team, momentum-wise or anything.
Right. It'll be really tough for both teams. Lots of pressure on both of them. Lots of nerves on both of them. Good shot. Right here, she just needs to roll up on the 9. Come up on the 9 and get him right to center so he can just shoot that right in the center right there, center pocket. Just roll right up on the 9. There we go.
That was nice.
Right there. Right here for the side, just a little stop shot. He wants to leave her a little bit of angle because she'll need to come around on the outside to come over to be able to shoot into the side pocket coming down and then come back down to the 8 and use the cue ball to open that. Okay, that
He
worked
had a
out.
different plan.
Yeah, that worked out.
Oh. Yeah, the 12 now becomes a little bit of a problem.
Right.
Problematical.
See, going the other way, the ball would have come up off the rail and come around and given her 2 pockets to look at going through. Now she'll have to do something here to come, maybe possibly give him a bank. Yeah. She shot it way too fast and actually stabbed the ball when she came down. There we go. Good shot. And gets...
Oh, he called the safe. He called that safe.
yeah, she should have kept going.
Yeah, because the 7
right,
gives him
absolutely.
the 3, gets him on the 3, which
she
gets him on the
got him right up
2.
to the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 6 might have been
Yeah.
a little sketchy, but
No, I don't think so. I think coming off of the 2, she would have been able to come right down to it, right here in the corner, and then the 8 would have been wide open. So, again, it's where his thought process is right now. You know, he's not feeling it, and he wants to put the brakes on. But it was that.
Complicated the 2 now. Yeah.
Complicated the 2 up there, and I think it should have been. It should have been go, go, go.
Yeah. So she called the 3. Gonna do the 6-3 combo.
And there we go. Nice little shot.
Yeah, that was a very nice little shot.
I think he's going to try to play a safety again right here.
Yeah, and I was just kind of wondering why. Why not
Yeah.
take the 6, get her a little angle on the 7 to come back up for the 2?
Yeah, I mean, it is a good safety, but they've
Yeah.
already shown that they have the skill set to be able to get out of it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
you know, what they're really looking at here is trying to kick that ball and kick their 2 out. You know, you're playing the odds. You're kind of gambling on that. You know, gambling on that choice. But yeah,
It's almost like they're playing a waiting game and waiting for Vince or Alana to make a mistake so that they can get out instead of taking the reins.
I think you're right, but I think it's him. I think it's him. I think that Rebecca has full charge of what's going on the table. I think that she's got her foot on the gas and he's got it on the brake. And the car right now is spinning out in the parking lot.
They're doing cookies.
They're doing cookies in the parking lot. Absolutely. You know, yeah. He's shooting real timid, and you want to win, and timid doesn't do it.
Yeah. We have a friend that says, go big or go home.
That's right. Go big or go home. And you're in Texas, so big is very big.
Oh. No, she got a little lucky there, not scratching.
Yeah. Now, right here, there's a bank on the 2, but it has to be a dead bank. She will have to nail this bank into the side pocket. What happens? She leaves David a long shot right here on the 6 ball. So, 2 things have to happen. This bank needs to be dead on, and then he needs to make a shot that he hasn't been making too well recently. So, you know, you've got a tough little combination here. Tough little thing going on.
Yeah, he needs to start shooting with some authority that he has not exhibited, and that's going to be tough.
Right. You know, for her to make this bank, that cue ball is going to sit right at the center diamond on the head string, and he's going to shoot a long shot on the 6 off the rail. That's not an easy thing to do. And then thinking, where is it going to land on the 8 ball? I wouldn't be worried about that. The 8 ball has plenty of pockets to go in, but still, you know, the shot itself complicates itself like that.
I think he just told her to take the 6 here.
Yeah, she's going with
He
the
talked
safety
her
right
into
here.
safe,
Yeah.
yeah.
And right here where she left them, perfect angle to bust out the ball. And
Yeah,
they should
that's what I
finish
was
it out
thinking.
right here.
Yeah,
So this is really, you know.
yeah. Cut the 13 in. It's going to come off the rail,
Right,
run into
exactly.
the 12, pop that out, and then
the
yeah.
A ball is just right there. So
Yeah.
not unless some type of catastrophe happens right here, which, you know, it could, but it's not likely. Just rolled it really, really, really soft, and well, it's all right.
Well, maybe
he should have hit it a
maybe
little bit
it's
harder.
yeah, maybe it's not as snuggled up as we think. Oh, he called the safe. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is spreading like the flu here.
Yeah, it's
This is spreading like the flu.
Typhoid David.
That was an easy out. That was an
Yeah.
easy
Yeah,
out.
I thought
because
so.
do you see where the angle of the cue ball is? It was going to clip
Yep.
that 12 and towards the pocket, not block it, towards
Yeah.
the pocket.
Yeah.
So it would have been really easy just to come off on a full swing and come back down and hit the 8.
Yeah, a medium
worries
firm
about
stroke
that.
on that 13 ball would have
Right.
gotten him out. Yeah.
Exactly, and won this game for them. You know, and really put things in a deadly position, going hill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
great shot and gets his wife perfect shot. Come on. Ah! Already. That worked. Little help from the booth.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's been struggling. He's been struggling.
Yeah, that
in
was
this
a good.
match. So,
yeah,
so
that was
good for
a good
him.
shot for
Good
him.
for
Yeah,
him.
he got
He's a part of this
Rebecca
team
really
too.
good. Yep.
Yeah, good for him. Right here, she just needs to make this ball.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the 8 ball.
The cue ball. As long as
Right.
she doesn't blast this to
Yeah.
Kingdom Come, the cue ball will just float down table, and he should be
Absolutely.
perfect on the 8.
Absolutely. He's got plenty of pockets to choose from.
Yep.
There's really, you know, don't second guess yourself. Just line it up and shoot it. You'll be fine.
She's shrugging her shoulders like she's just not sure.
Yeah. I'm not liking that at all.
Yeah. I mean, he did roll a little bit too far, but it's still very makeable.
It's a natural line. It'll come
Yeah.
off of the side rail and bounce
Oh, she's
over.
afraid it's going to scratch.
No, I
If
don't
she
see
hits it
that.
hard,
Yeah.
it could. But she just basically you just want to pocket this, so it's
Right,
just a
right.
pocket speed shot.
Yeah, she just wants to make the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
Look,
what that
we're
works
here.
too. Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
No worries.
It's all good. Everybody readjust your pacemakers.
Now look, see how he stood
Yeah,
back up?
yeah.
Good. Very good. Little happy like right here.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, looking at it.
It's an
Nothing
important
wrong.
shot.
Nothing wrong with measuring it out. There's nothing wrong with that. Even the pros do it. Nothing wrong with that.
This is for the win, baby.
Yeah. This is 825
Simoleons.
simoleons. Absolutely. So
Buffalo chips. Cow chips.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you
so
people
you
use
guys
in
got
Texas.
those little nerves going on.
Yeah.
You know, call it and be confident.
Yeah.
Be confident.
Yeah.
Call it and be confident.
Bring it home for grandma.
That's what I'm talking about.
12.
And got a little lucky roll and left him on the 12
Yeah.
with a really, really steep angle. He was shooting that with low. I think that's why he missed the shot. That just needed to be center ball, real relaxed, nice smooth stroke, center ball. Even just hitting it with low, the back of his cue was jacked up just a little bit and threw his line off.
Yeah.
So something, really, really, the strike on that ball was only a foot. He only had to hit it straight for a foot, and then the ball was going to go on its own by itself.
Yeah. I agree with you.
That's
at least from where we were sitting,
right.
that's
how much difference whether your cue is level or not. That's the kind of difference that it makes. She miscues and gives them ball in hand on the 8.
Wow.
She miscues coming off the rail right there. Really,
that's a tough.
Very unfortunate.
That's tough.
Really unfortunate. Great effort, but really unfortunate. Just miscued right off of the rail there.
Yeah.
And who's coming up to the table?
The queen.
The queen, Rebecca Arcangeli, to finish it
There we
out.
go. Congratulations, David and Rebecca Arcangeli, 2016 BCAPL Texas State Scotch Doubles champions.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations to Alana Beatty and Vincent Villalva for taking second place. That's
Absolutely.
nothing to sneeze
Great
at.
finish.
Yeah,
great,
it was awesome.
Great finish. Excellent.